What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. Yo, people, in this video, we are going to talk about something so surprising. I had no clue about what we are going to discuss in this video. I had totally no clue. I didn't even make the connection at all. But you are going to be pleasantly surprised. Some might agree and some might disagree. But I'm telling you, this one is going to be a shocker. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla. People, when I tell you something is big, best believe that something is big. Do not mess with Africa. Africa is a granddaddy. Africa is the mother of all mothers. Right? Why am I saying this? I came across a video, and this video was shocking. This video actually made me connect the dots and actually made me believe that it could be possible. Now, what am I talking about? If I told you that the very first Chinese people were black, would you believe me? No, you wouldn't. Of course, you wouldn't believe me. How could that even be possible? I mean, the Chinese don't look black at all. They look far from black. And even they themselves don't even want to associate with black, right? But check this out. I seen a video where this guy said he did over, is it 1,000? Was it 12,000 different DNA tests? And those DNA tests, none of them came back saying that he was originally, or there was some sort of result showing that he was from Asia. But the DNA came back and said that he had a connection to Africa and that he had black genes in him. This is shocking. So why is it shocking? Because there's just no connection. I mean, there's just no connection between black people and Chinese. I mean, just the eyes and skin color, the skin tone, the yellow and the hair type. How could this be possible, right? Then this guy pointed out something that we just say in joking terms here in Cape Town, in the Western Cape, but it's actually true. Turns out that it could be true. The Khoi San, the very first people on earth, the Khoi and the San people are human beings, very first people on earth. These are the first people that God created. Now, you can dispute that all you want. You can go check that in the history books, in the geography books, well, no, we can't talk about the Bible because the Bible is only based in the Middle East. So the Bible's not going to talk about the Khoi San. They're not going to give the Khoi San the credit of being civilization's first human beings. People, the Khoi San, I would like to say the Khoi San have Chinese features, since the Khoi San are way poorer, way less powerful than the Chinese. But it's actually the other way around, because the Khoi and the San were the first people on earth. So therefore, the Chinese have Khoi San features. That's it. You know what I said? The Chinese people, in fact, let's just say the East Asians, have Khoi San features. That's a big one. Now, people, for me, I'm super excited because one, the way Africans talk about being treated in China, now that is a big game changer. Because why? Now, not only will they be racist to our brothers and sisters up in China, but our brothers and sisters can hit back and say, you know what? Your great ancestor came from Africa, and they can prove it by showing pictures of the Khoi San. And if they don't want to admit it, they can go and Google it all they like. In fact, they can go and trace the DNA all the way back to South Africa. And if you don't know what the Khoi San are, they are a race, they are a tribe in Southern Africa. They are the first and original people of Southern Africa, right? I just said to you now, they are the first and original people in the world, but they are now predominantly in Southern Africa. The Khoi and the San have their own language, which surprisingly died out, but surprisingly or cleverly, they actually preserved their languages on tapes and CDs and is now available on audio. I think the language is called XQ, Ku. That's how they speak. And if you watch a movie called Gods Must Be Crazy, for those who don't know, go check it out. Gods Must Be Crazy, you will see what I'm talking about. Those people in that movie, the Gods Must Be Crazy, those people are the Khoi and the San people. Now, most of them are, well, they are basically inversible now, because modernization is taking over, their territories have been taken over. They basically, their lifestyle, their heritage, their culture, everything is being eroded and being discarded, and they're not even being represented in parliament. They're just not having anything. People are just absolving them to history books, but they are not settling for that. The Khoi and the San are actually fighting back because they want their culture and their heritage to be put um, back on top where it's supposed to be, because they actually have a king and a queen, if I'm not mistaken. I think the king died, if I'm not mistaken. But I think they have a king and a queen, right? Or is the queen passed away or something like that? I'm not quite sure. But they still do have their own royals, and they still do practice their traditions and their culture. Some of them do speak their own languages, like two languages, like I was saying. So people, this video is about China, the Chinese people, tracing their lineage and their roots and the genes back to Africa. So that's something to marvel about as an African, especially if you are a Khoi San person, because a lot of people look down upon certain race groups, not knowing that they too are from those certain race groups. So be careful what you wish for, it might not come true. You see what I mean? So yeah, people, let me know what you think about this topic. Do you think I'm on the money, or I totally missed through this one? Do you believe it? Do your research, go find out. I mean, I was just blown away by this. You know what I mean? For me, hey, what a shocker. But hey, it is what it is. Who am I to argue? I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, right? Hala. So, people, the pros. The pros. Let's get into the pros. Are there any pros to this? Well, there isn't any pros like financial gain, or there isn't any territorial gain. There isn't any pros that we can actually talk of. But it's good to know that as people go about their business in different countries, different shades, different cultures and tribes, the pro is that somehow we are all connected. Somehow we are all one. Somehow we are all from the same cloth. And somehow, despite all our physical, cultural, religious, and emotional differences, there is something that will always connect us. And that one thing could be our genealogy. Our genealogy. Yeah, So before you criticize, racially profile someone, do your DNA research and find out where you are from. You might be pleasantly surprised. Like F.W. de Klerk, can you believe that he has Khoi San blood in him? Even though he's now passed on. But even he was shocked that he had Khoi San blood in him. A white man with Khoi San blood in him. So, like I say, before you go off on a racist tangent, make sure to do your research, do your DNA research, and maybe, just maybe, you could be racially abusing a distant relative of yours. Shocking as that may be, truth as that may be, that is the way it is. And unfortunately for most of us, we don't look at things that way. But yeah, could be the truth. Holla. Phew, man. The cons. Okay, not much to say on this, but okay. People, one of the cons that I can just think of is despite overwhelming evidence of genealogy and DNA testing and all these things that are now available to all of us, some people will still refuse, still rebuke, and still phonetically and vehemently deny that they are from Black or from Africa. People, you can deny all you want. Now, this is basically about the Chinese people, right? Basically, so Chinese people, you can deny all you want. You can be racist all you want. You can be as anti-Black as you want. But I can guarantee you that if you look at pictures or videos of the Khoi San people of Southern Africa, you will see that there is a semblance or a resemblance, or there is some similarity with their eye features and the cheekbones that are similar to the Chinese people. No, in fact, I must reverse it. You will see that your features and your eye shape and your thing are similar to the first people on this earth, the first people on this planet, which are the Khoi and the San. So, big up to the Khoi and the San for going far and wide and spreading their genes and spreading their DNA, should I say. And so now that we have some proof that the Khoi and the San have not only been, what can I say, have not only been relocated or relegated to the southernest tip of Africa, but their genes and their DNA has gone as far as Asia and across the world. So for that, people, I have to say it's bittersweet. It's good news, but it's only celebratory news if everyone would celebrate in such a feat. But we all know how the Chinese, not all Chinese, but we all know how the Chinese people are. So we just generalize it because most people who go to China always talk about the racism of Chinese people and towards Black people. So that's just the way it goes. Not all Chinese are racist. I mean, we all know that. But for those that are racist, guys, you need to go and do your DNA. You need to go and do some geology, whatever they call it, and check if you do not have any traces of Black or Khoi in you. It might just change the world. Let me know if I was on the money or if I totally missed it with this one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we're family, right? Holla.